Here's part 3 of our conversation with former Jitters lead singer Blair Packham. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Canada. You know, the last of the Red Hot Fool, I mean, when I first heard that song, and I'm very big on, I mean, you know, we all know where we were. I remember when I was in my bedroom in high school and I heard Sultans of Swing, and for a millisecond I went, is that Bob Dylan? And,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember going, no, that's not, it's way too bright and happy. But when I first heard that, I remember hearing the bounce of how you come in, and I'm going, that's long. I remember going, who thinks of that? I remember hearing your story about vacuuming, la la la, got the chorus, la la la. But I it's always that thing, and I'm sure as a songwriter and performer, you've felt that many times where you go, I would never have thought of that. My brain's not wired to have written a song that with that's the singing it like that a cappella style. And was it always like that? Was it always?
Well, I always thought of because we had the band. When you have a band, it's like having a palette with a lot of different colors on it, right? So if you're working as a solo artist, which I've been doing, you know, since the Jitters broke up, really. Although lately I have a band, which is great. But when you have a band, you have this palette of colors. The guitar player, you know, he or she can be reliably counted on to do this or that thing really well, etc. So. And then when you work in a recording studio, you also have a palette of effects and sounds, and you get to know the way the room sounds and stuff like that. So you get aware of the possibilities, and then if you're bored easily, like I am, then you want to try different things. And with that one, we wanted the chorus to be quite small compared to the rest. Like the full band wouldn't kick in the chorus, ironically, and it would build over the course of the song. But it would start with a chorus, which the Beatles did a lot, by the way, but a lot of people at that time weren't doing. We'd start with the chorus, and it would be small, and then we'd do a verse, which would be big, and then we go back to being a little bigger, maybe, and we'd sort of build in steps, and that was all on purpose because of the palette, basically, that was available to us. We just had these ideas, and we were also really big on, and I'm still like this as a songwriter, on whatever you did last, do something different now. So if I wrote a slow, sad song yesterday, I'm going to write a happy, fast song today. If I wrote a song in a minor key, I'm going to write a song in a major key, et cetera, et cetera. And because my feeling is, like, I get bored easily, and if I were listening to an artist, like somebody like Elvis Costello, who I really deeply admire, his career has been fantastic for me because he's all over the place, and yet there's this core thing that I really love. And so I kind of want to emulate that in terms of creativity anyway.
Proof, by the way, there's a song that's pretty damn poignant these days.
Yeah, thanks. Initially it started, songs can come from anywhere, and this came from annoyance initially. I was annoyed because some Jehovah's Witnesses came to my front door and they wanted to know, they wanted to discuss that sort of thing. And I thought I was an atheist. And I'm still wonder. I don't know exactly, but I know this, that I got annoyed and I thought about how religion wants to sell you, dogma and doctrines, and you have to wear a particular hat, or you have to, eat a particular food or whatever, or else God will not welcome you, and so forth. And I just think, as a person who's never been part of a church or a religion in that way, and I'm not slamming those who are, but for me, that seemed absurd, the idea that God wouldn't accept you because you didn't do what these other humans told you had to do in order to be allowed in. And again, no offense to people who are adherents of this sort of thing, but that's where it initially came from. And then I realized, oh no, I do believe in something, a higher power, because there's a lot about life that is absolutely mystical to me, and I think mysterious to scientists and deep thinkers. And one of them is, why do we love music so much? Like, why, when I take, and I don't have a guitar beside me, but when I take this wooden box that has thin metal strands across it, and I play them in a particular way, how can I make somebody cry?
Yeah.
But I can. Or I can change somebody's day, make their day go better. move them to join in with me and make these weird sounds with their voice. Like singing is a weird thing when you think about it. And I thought, well, why? And then I had to attribute it to, because it brings me so much joy. I had to attribute it to some higher power. I don't know beyond that at all. But that's what that song is about. The proof is all around you. If you don't believe in something beyond yourself, take a look around you.
We'll have more from Blair Packham coming up in the next 3-4 days. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Canada.